Hello. Sorry if you just heard me yelling at the dog as this came live. She was sleeping until I hit go live, apparently. And the cat that was in my lap decided to move. So who knows what's going on with animals today? Um, Hello, everyone. It is Monday, and it is the week after the second Sunday of Easter. Oh my goodness, almost the end of April. Yeah, I'm sitting in a different area today because I felt like it. It was super windy out, so my hair got like all. So hopefully it looks decent. Uh, Good to see you all. I'm just chilling today. Not a whole lot really to chat too much about. I did my nails for Easter. I did them for the Easter Vigil, and I haven't taken them off yet. So I might need to redo my nails at some point because like my nails have been growing, so you can see where it's grown away from like the cuticle. So there's like a gap. So I probably need to redo my nails, but I don't know what I want to put on them yet. So many choices. Like I'm hoping it's really spring. Today it's like in the 60s. Glorious because we had more snow for Easter than we did for Christmas. That was it was weird, but it happened because welcome to wonderful Montana where you never know what the weather's going to do. Yeah, we actually had a lot of snow. It was kind of terrible. Those winter storm warnings and everything, and you're like, hey, I thought winter was over. Apparently, it wasn't. Um, yeah, okay. I think the dog calmed down now. She was upset that I was talking, but not to her, because apparently, the world has to revolve around the puppy dog. I am drinking mango black tea lemonade again because I really like it. It's been very addicting to me, and hey, I enjoy it. Therefore, I've been drinking a lot of it, and it's much better than like soda or other things, and it's very drinkable. So, yay, iced tea lemonades. Um, yeah, we're at the end of April. So that first of all is kind of terrifying to me because where did like this year go? Like I don't know how we're almost starting May. It just doesn't make sense to me cuz it's just crazy. This year really has seems to have just like I know Easter was later this year than normal, but like I'm still just a little bit processing the fact that April's almost over. We're moving into May. Summer is starting. Schedules change with summer stuff, like always. Um, yeah. And I'd also super like to ask you guys to pray for me. I have some doctor appointments on Friday that I'm hoping I'm cleared and all is well. So that way I don't need to go to those ones and worry about those things. If you just want to keep that in prayer, that'd be good. Um, it's just doctor appointments are always so much fun. Trying to hold my laptop because I'm using my laptop today, but like it's sitting on my lap. So every time I move, it moves. Sorry about that. I'm trying hard not to move too much so that way it keeps focusing where it's supposed to on me. Uh, yeah. What else was I going to tell you? Like, there's so many just things like it's finally like the end of April. Um, I have some patterns that I want to get back into sewing. I'm looking at my sewing table as I'm sitting here. I haven't been able to sew since surgery on my foot because I wasn't able to run the pressure foot. So hopefully, PT has cleared me. So I'm no longer going to physical therapy for my foot. So they think I can start again. I've just been nervous because I don't want to mess up. So I'll probably have to make some mock ups and just get back into sewing again. Probably retake measurements because measurements change. It's amazing how fast, like, how often measurements change. Always take your measurements frequently. It's very important if you're sewing and making your own clothes. I've learned this the hard way where you make a fitted skirt and then it's like either a little too big or a little too small. Just a little bit. It's amazing what like a half an inch does. Just saying. Um, so I'm hopefully be doing some more sewing and then I'll get some more uh, posts and videos on that. Some stuff like Instagram stories. That's the word I was looking for. Sorry, it's been a little bit of a day. I had uh, chiropractor this morning and then dentist because they had to fix one of my teeth. And then I left the dentist and realized that I had locked my vehicle, like my keys inside of my vehicle. So I walked to where my mother works and was like, "Can you take me to my house to go get my keys so that I can, get in my vehicle?" She totally did. She laughed at me. But I have to say, it's the first time I've ever actually locked keys in a vehicle and not had a spare with me. So impressive. And it was in town, so it was perfectly fine. Yeah, but it was funny. Like I come to house, my parents' dog thought that me coming home was she was allowed to go, so she ran out of the door when I was grabbing the spare key because I did not think to like close the garage door behind me because she was going to stay here. No, she jumped in the vehicle, so in my mom's vehicle. So then she got to take a ride with me to to my vehicle and then back to the house because of course she did. She's a crazy spoiled dog and she knows it. Um, yeah, it's been Easter was beautiful. We had Easter vigil. We had one of our students get receive first communion, confirmation, and baptism. So that was a really, really beautiful Easter vigil. It was so sweet. Um, I loved it a lot. Gets me just so happy for these children and they're because like she's a child yet in a lot of ways, but past the age of reason. So she wanted to be baptized so bad, and it was just so beautiful. Um, and then yeah, this weekend we had all the things with that and donuts and stuff after mass because that's the best. Yeah, it's definitely been an interesting couple weeks though, just because life has been in some ways busier and in some ways not. It's kind of hard to explain. That like there's been a lot happening and a lot that means like summer's coming, and I'm not entirely sure I'm ready for summer. We have 1 month until most of our kids receive First Communion confirmation. The bishop will be coming. We're hoping that the bishop elect comes because our diocese now has a bishop elect as well because our bishop is reaching retirement age. So it's really, 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 really cool. We're going to have a coadjutor bishop. Very excited about that. So we've been keeping him in a lot of prayers too. We're hoping they both come to confirmation because that would be really, really cool for our kids. Yeah, bit nervous about that because I have to sing for that mass. I don't trust my singing voice as much as other people do. So we'll do our best. It'll be fine. Bishop understands where we're coming from. Um, what else was I have to say? Looking at my calendar, like May starts soon, so that means this week sometime I need to finish getting my newsletter written, which is something that has to be added to my list now that I'm thinking of it. Yeah, it's almost May. How did we get to May already? I just like looking at the calendar kind of in shock. Doing okay, Andy. Nice to see you too. Lindy and Benny, hello. Yeah, it's kind of been one of those things where I can't believe we're in the last week of April, but at the same time, so much has happened this year that we're also only in April, if that makes sense. It's this really weird. I feel like we say it all the time because it's just the way we perceive reality, but it's so it's been crazy. And my dad always says we know that we're alive when it's crazy. So I guess we know we're alive because it's totally crazy and insane. There's a cat that wants attention. Okay, yeah, it's just been a lot, and that's okay. A lot doesn't mean bad, but a lot just means a lot. So I've just been uh, working through some of that stuff and just making sure that I'm taking time for me. I'm terribly bad at taking time for myself, but if you know anything about me, you know that we also I also advocate for needing to take time for yourself because if you don't take time for yourself and for prayer, you don't have any time left to give to anybody else for anything. And I know for myself that when I don't take time to just sit to watch a stupid show on whatever streaming service I feel like, to, play a video game for a little bit, or to just do something for me, that I'm not able to help other people anymore. And that's because I have no ability to do anything sometimes. I need to take that time to step back to refresh myself before I can go do more again. And I just think that's important to recognize that it doesn't mean we're being selfish when we take some time for ourselves. It sometimes means that that's what we need. Our bodies need it sometimes, our souls need it. We just need to be able to be like, hey, you know what? Sometimes I need to take some time for myself. And you know what? It'll be okay. It's not the end of the world to take some time, even to take a whole day and just say, hey, I need to breathe. And I take a deep breath and sit with where I am right now. And then eventually we'll get there. Um, I've considered doing live streams of the Divine Office, but part of the issue with that is because of where I am based. Even if I did live streams, they'd be for the time zone I'm in, and most of the world is not in my time zone. Even most of the United States is not in my time zone, so it would be very tricky. So I've been considering it. I've been working on writing um, like a mini course type thing on how to pray the Liturgy of the Hours, like how to pray night prayer, how to pray morning, evening prayer, and such. I'm not done with it. It's going to take a lot of work, more work than I thought when I started it, but I've been working on it, so that's a plus there. I do have, I think I mentioned it last time. I had like the Instagram cards that I made photos for our youth room. That were the Instagram, like good Catholic Instagram accounts, and I do have a link to that on my website. I believe it's up at the top. There's something like digital items shop. Like they're free, but they're there under digital items just because I needed a place to link a few things. So that's one of the other big things I've been working on has been like youth through stuff, all of that stuff. Yeah, I definitely want to do some more liturgy of the hours things. I've been a little bit overly stressed with the end of religious education for our church. We ended this past week, and then I have first communion confirmations to finish getting ready for this month, and then I should have a bit of a break, hopefully, between before VBS and planning for next year, so that I'm hoping to be able to get something on liturgy of the hours more structured. I kind of want to do like a mini course, like I said, where I film videos explaining it, have text explaining it, like help walk you through how to learn to pray it on your own and be comfortable with it. And some of those videos would be able to be posted here on the YouTube channel. So I'm working on it, not done with it yet. I've still, part of the problem is I want to make sure that I'm not saying the wrong thing. So I've been going back and forth with how I want to word things because sometimes I learned it one way, other people do it different ways. So it's also going back to reading the documents and making sure that I'm not giving false information because that would be really bad. But yeah, I do have some videos on the Liturgy of the Hours plan. Okay. The cat is thinking about coming to visit me again. So if you see a tail, there you go. Um, but yeah, Liturgy of the Hours, I'm working on that because I truly believe that if you have a prayer structure for your day, things are uh, wonderful. Like it's much easier to have a spiritual life, a faith life, a normal life if you have that structure. So yes, I'm definitely working on it. It's taking a little longer because it's a little bit more logistical, a little bit more background stuff I need to finish getting ready to do for it. It's taken a lot of work, but I am working on it. It's coming at some point, and I'm really working on like the mini courses thing because that just seems like an easy way to have it that it's structured the right way and also like visible multiple times and stuff. So we will see. All in God's perfect timing because his timing is definitely not mine. If I could do it my way, things would be different, right? We always say that. So we do our best. Uh, yeah, I was doing morning prayer with these tea times. Uh, I might start doing that again depending on timing for tea times. Like today's is an afternoon for me. So I wasn't going to do morning prayer in the afternoon. I think next week I scheduled tea time at 10 a.m. my time. So I can do morning prayer then if people want that again. I don't want to, sometimes it feels odd to transition to that. So like we'd have to chat first and then do morning prayer at the end because morning prayer at the beginning is a little bit, it always feels weird to me to like continue trying to talk after prayer sometimes when it's like um, videos and stuff like this. I don't know. Maybe I just like to sit in prayer a little longer. It's okay. We're all different. That's the way it is. Um, But yeah, working on some of there's a lot of things in the works. I also know that I need to start using my blog some more, the website that I have, because like it's there for a reason. So I should put more stuff on it. So if you have topic ideas you'd like to see like in blog post form, like written form versus video form, I'm also considering some of that stuff. So let me know ideas on any of that stuff. I do know currently written form every month I have my newsletter, my email newsletters, and that one will be coming out later this week because yeah, April's almost over already, and I'm not ready for May quite yet. Oh, so we will see. All in time. All in time. We will get there. We definitely will get there. Um, but yeah, that's the way things have been going for me, and it's just been. If you hear the cats in the background, they're crazy. The cat that makes the most noise is the one that can't hurt a fly, and the other one's too scared to hurt her, so it's fine. If you hear kissing cats, I promise it's fine. So don't worry. Um, I have an email sign up. It's on my um blog. It's sub.catholicamanda.com will get you subscribed. Let me grab the link real quick. Copy link. I can paste it in the. Here you go. It's That's the easiest way to get there. Is just it's a email list that I send out once a month usually. I try to get it out before the first of the month, but I have not always been successful with that. I do my best. Sometimes life happens, and we just do what we can. And sometimes what I can is not everything I thought I could. Sure, we all have that feeling sometimes, so that's okay. Um, but yeah, if the subscribing through the sub.catholicamanda.com should let you just fill out everything you need to subscribe to the newsletter. It's a little um, sign up sheet just for a monthly newsletter. Yeah, our cool thing. I work somewhat hard on that sometimes. Sometimes I mess up saints because I try to put in the saints of the day as we go through. And sometimes I put the wrong one because, my brain isn't functioning right. It happens. So, yeah, it's been, what else was it? Something else I was going to say, but I can't remember now. I keep saying I need to have like more than just a sticky note with a few things on to tell you, but I like don't add everything to the sticky note because I'm forgetful. But that's okay. We'll get through it. We'll get there. We will definitely get there. So today, I believe, is the feast of Saint Mark the Evangelist. So um, that's wonderful. We've been reading his gospel because it's year C, which is great. We've got, Saint Catherine of Siena. I think she's Friday, which is really cool because that's my doctor appointments that I'm kind of nervous about. So having her to intercede for me would be lovely. Just hope you all have a great day. It looks like the dog is getting up, and I'm going to have to go let the dog out before she barks at all of us. So have a great day. God bless.